Hey, what's up guys? This is a response to Superdan 88's video on digital distribution versus physical distribution, regular physical media distribution, and obviously with respect to gaming. But he didn't actually say gaming in particular, so I guess it could be anything. But in any case, I agree with him on a lot of points. He was saying that physical distribution, from a manufacturing standpoint, is much more expensive and could possibly lead to you losing money, because if you're a small developer and you make too many units and you don't sell them, you've wasted all the money to produce them. And I remember, I mean, this is a really long time ago, but I remember when they made the Atari game cartridge, there's that notorious story of them having to bury a whole pile of them in some landfill because they had made too many and they didn't sell them because, first of all, the game was crap. But that's just a really extreme obviously. But that's something that could happen potentially. You could make too many units. And also there's all the manufacturing costs. There's the cost for the disc, there's the cost for the manual, there's the cost for the DVD cases, the cost for the insert, and I know in particular a couple systems. I remember GameCube has had it, PlayStation's had it, most systems have had it, that they'll have special cases even that have the memory card things, and those are probably more expensive than a normal case for a disc, which is what they're mostly using now. But even so, the game cases are different. You can see sometimes the name of the manufacturer printed in them. That's extra manufacturing costs. Personally, now I have something here. Here we go. Here's a game. Here's Burnout Dominator, right? I don't know if this is a particularly good game or not, just happened to be sitting by. Anyway, I have the game. They cheaped out on this manual, definitely. But I have the game, the disc, the manual, the case. I actually own this game. And he was saying something about this too. This is a game I own. I actually bought... I've bought a couple of games digitally. I bought some games on the Wii, on the Virtual Console. I bought Street Fighter 4 for the PC off of the computer here. I bought, what's it called, Bionic Commando on the computer. And the only thing with those games is that it doesn't really feel like you own it. I remember when I bought Street Fighter, I had actually emailed Capcom to ask them if they could send me like a PDF of the manual or something, because I don't have the manual. I can't look at anything that I need to know about it. That I have to look in the manual. I don't actually have a physical manual. I don't have any way to know what's in there. They sent me the file, but the point is that you don't actually have anything. So let's say on my computer I downloaded Street Fighter. If my hard drive crashes, yes, Capcom will let me go download the game again. But the point is, like, it's not the same at all. And like he was saying about the pricing basically, like, you can go to used store and buy the game, used. You can buy the game when it's older, and they'll lower the price. And it's the store's discretion. And when it becomes an online thing, and it's just straight from Sony or straight from Microsoft, that's just the price. And that really would that really is something that I really wouldn't like either. And it's just, to me, I mean, among people like me and him and a lot of other the retro gaming YouTubers, it wouldn't be something you'd really want, because basically we're collectors, and we're collecting for games for systems that are years old, and we like to have, like, we could play these games. All of these games could easily be emulated, but I mean, for most of them, not all of them, but for a lot of these games could easily be emulated, but we're still collecting them, and we want the actual cartridge. We want the experience of playing it on the system with the cartridge, and we want the manual, we want the box. There's complete collectors and everything. And when it moves to the point of digital distribution, that's all going to be out the window. It's just going to be a file on your hard drive, which I think is really a shame. Now, on the plus side of digital distribution, it's definitely a good thing, because, for instance, the reason I downloaded Street Fighter is because there was no store in my area that had it at the point, and I downloaded it, and in an hour I have it there. I have it installed on my computer. I can play it. And on the Wii Virtual Console, I download the game, and then there it is. I can play it right away, and that instant gratification is definitely good. And then also for the developer, that's a good thing, because it's kind of like, if you're in a store, you have to think about, like, oh, I have to put this money down, I have to spend it. But if you have your store set up correctly, you can just click it, and that's it, and you spent the money, and there's no thought put into it. You've got the game. That's it. I think that ultimately that's where gaming is going to go, and there's nothing we can really do to stop it, in my opinion, because the PSP Go, which I believe isn't going to do very well, I think it's going to fail, and that's because the PSP has already had physical games, and people aren't going to want to buy a system where they can't even play games, they can't even go get a used game. But I think that ultimately, like, that's what we're going to be moving into, because the developer just wants to save all of that money, and then also there's just the ease of getting it. Like, if you want a new game, just you could be sitting right in your house, download a new game. You have your new game. You don't have to go through any trouble to go to the store. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just do it all in your home. But personally, I mean, I really don't like GameStop, and I don't know too many people that actually enjoy going to a GameStop. But a gaming store is kind of like a good place to go. Like, if you're in there and it's a crowded store. It depends. If you're in a store with a lot of people in it, it's cool to be in a, it's kind of like a community. To be in there, you can buy games, you can talk to the people there, you can talk to the workers, and it's cool to have a gaming store. And at the point when all that is going to be gone and it's just going to be all digital, I think we're going to have definitely lost something there. But anyway, guys, that's my response to Superdan 88's video. I just checked him out. I've heard about him a couple times, but I've just actually checked him out today. And he's got some really interesting stuff, and I like causing discussions and everything. So anyway, I'll see you guys later.